Hey all, Professional Editor here, Jake. So if you've been keeping up with the VODs channel, and to be honest, I don't blame you if you're not, I've recently started and finished the base health, charmless, spell demon, no attack upgrades, no prosthetics, and a couple other restrictions challenge on Sekiro. For all intensive purposes, that will be staying on the VODs channel as well as the Twitch VODs if you would like to watch them. But due to even before trying that challenge, I hated that game with a burning passion. I thought that challenge might make me actually enjoy it. But I digress. If you were watching all of that, then you would know that I have absolutely no rhythm whatsoever. And I'm not good at rhythm games. So what was the next logical thing to do? That's right! Start Crypt of the Necrodancer. Objectively his worst one. Okay. I don't remember how to play. I'm gonna need the tutorial. This is not good. I'm just going to effectively mute the stream's audio and talk over the whole video. I hope I don't mess up as much as I think I'm going to. And like I said in the intro, I was doing that Sekiro run as, in my personal opinion, challenging yourself on a game that you like improves how you feel about the game, and in some cases can even make you enjoy the game if you're starting from hatred. This was not the case for me in Sekiro. From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king, where's my crown, that's my bling, always trouble when I reign. Starting at the tutorial, I noticed I would not fare well with this game, but its roguelike elements will probably keep me coming back. The rhythm side of things will make me probably regret some decisions, but those damned roguelikes, they're too addictive. I didn't even notice stream was over until I died and looked at the time. I ended up streaming for longer than my usual 5.5 hours on a Friday, and went for around 6 hours, or thereabouts. Alright, I think I've got this. Moving on into the actual game itself, I'm starting to get the hang of the controls. I mean, who wouldn't? It's basically directional pad with the odd added face button here and there, along with the triggers. Not too difficult and not too easy. Just the right amount. Or so I thought. That'll come later on though. Thank you for singing Think of It, Learns as a free clip. I wasn't singing. Quick restart. Alright, I think I've got the hang of it. I was extremely glad to see that there was a shop, as going into this without any prior knowledge had made this a pure experience of just, well, quite literally, fucking about and finding out, as we would say. You'll start to notice more and more often I'll either skip beats or mistime them for my lack of rhythm. And people wonder why I don't dance. I mean, I don't dance because I'll look like a wailing cat trying to jump up to get to a precarious place, mixed with a beached fish trying to get back into the water. But it's also because I have no rhythm. Not only was I trying to play this game with intense amounts of concentration, I was also trying to read and respond to chat. two very attention-intensive things, mixed with this professional idiot, is not going to bode well. I think the thing that did me in the most was that sometimes I paid too much attention to chat, and others I paid too much attention to the game. Not finding that perfect balance yet, unless I paused the game and finding a balance later on in the next Crypt of the Necrodancer stream. And to be fair, this didn't go so terribly, but the issue lied with me having to come back to the game after pausing and having to redo the rhythm and timings again. If only I had paid attention to how fast the counter was counting down and pushing the button when it had changed. That would have made a whole load easier. Where I hadn't seen or touched this game before, I had to learn everything from the ground up, as and when I had found them. Which means when I found the item that classes itself as move and dig, to me that sounded like if I can dig, I can move onto the same tile as the same thing as I've just dug out in the same move. Sort of like how the Ring of Courage does, which I later found out. And as often as I was messing up and enjoying myself with the feeling of, oh look, a new game, was roughly the same amount of times I had messed up with the timing, forgetting which weapon I have, not paying attention, or something along those lines. See, now come to think of it, this was the worst game for me to pick. How could I have been so naive? So, to keep up with writing the script at the times I need them to correlate, I'm watching back the edited version of this video and I'm noticing a key thing. I'm either hitting the beats perfectly on time as they hit the heart, or so wildly off time I might as well be asleep. I say might as well be asleep, as nothing can knock me out. Thanks, Insomnia, really appreciated. I think the longest time I've been awake was around 80 hours, which is just over 3 days straight, but there's me going on another tangent again. At this point in the stream, I had someone talking about traditions and what food they should get for that night, and this brought me onto the fish and chips tradition of typical English families. A lot of the families I know always have fish and chips on a Friday for a reason I'm not too sure about. Let me just quickly look it up, hold on. Here it is. So, as it turns out, it's to do with an old Catholic thing where you're not allowed to eat traditional meats, such as beef, pork, chicken, or what have you, with fish being an acceptable alternative. Huh. I did not know this. They say you learn something new every day. I didn't know what those door things did on the floor, and felt like I might as well check it out, and see what it did, as I'm enjoying the game and it might lead me to another secret. Not once did my mind think, this might be a trapdoor, taking me to the next depth level. But then again, I am a professional idiot, so not many things makes its way into my mind. At this rate, I'm convinced I have 2 brain cells and they're both fighting for 3rd place. And sometimes, but only sometimes, in very rare circumstances, my mind decides to work. Like in the recent Shadows of Doubt playthrough I'm doing on Twitch in preparation for my birthday. I very much so enjoyed these first few levels, as they showed how the game was situated, with all the little secrets, all of the items, the groove of the songs. Absolute bangers, by the way. No song is a bad song. And some of these enemies take a very long time to remember on how to beat. And the most important part of it being the timer. If you're not familiar with the game, the song is the timer, and it's implemented perfectly. When the song is about to finish, you'll see the beats change from blue to red down at the bottom of the screen, and when it runs out, you're forced to move over to the next depth level or boss. I'm still yet to figure out what happens if the song runs out in the boss fight, and where it places you, if it even can run out. Ah, plus 1 heart fewer enemies, that makes sense. Alright. I have 18 diamonds, man. Fuck. Need to pay more attention to the fucking thing. That's not working. I see the diamond. I respect that they've got the thing down at the bottom, but this is proper throwing me off. Not worth it. Do not care about secrets, honestly. Cool. Ah, I got the ring of thingy. Nice. Ring of charisma. Ow. Why did I do that? This first boss was amazing. I loved this boss as much as I possibly can. I love to play chess, and in no means don't think I'm any good at it. But this final boss was a cool part of the game. And even though I know how to play chess, and can win sometimes against my mates in very rare circumstances, I can remember one time in particular where someone was playing strategically, and I decided to move randomly and chaotically, with whatever piece I felt like, to show that I'm not good at the game. Turns out there was actually a piece of strategy in this madness I wasn't aware of, as I had managed to win. Sorry, Ralph. But back to the main point. Even though I know how to play and how the pieces move, I still decided to get hit by some of the pieces thinking, it's okay, I can tank it, while proceeding to never look at my health. Yeah, if it weren't for that 2 damage broadsword, I wouldn't have won. And that cheese came in clutch. Look how much health I had left. Holy shit. You've unlocked Eli. Use the character select stick. And here's my favourite clip from these Crypt of the Necrodancer streams. Another heart container. No. Okay, what about if I exit game? I didn't mean exit to fucking desktop. I didn't mean exit to desktop. Fuck's sake, man. There we go, right, we're back. Do I still have my 14? I do indeed. 1 damage, more enemies. Restore 0.5 health. Knockback attack, multiplier base light. Interesting. I'll get that. And I'll spend the last 6 on that. This second level wasn't really a nice one for myself. I wasn't a fan of the aesthetics, and holy hell did I hate these enemies. Even the final level's enemies were nicer than this. And to get to the final boss of this area in my first few attempts was wild to me. I don't remember what this one does. I've just bought it. Oh, knockback attack. I think longsword might work really well. That should blow up there so that I can get that. .5 defense, not bad. I don't think I want it actually. I think I'll stick with my longsword. Interesting. Let's get that, and I'm good. Oh. More gold, auto pickup. One defense, I'll take it. Dumbass. There we go. 408, okay. God damn it. I get too complacent with the beat, that's why. I will heal. Just so that I'm still at full health. Whew. Okay. Now I need to find the glass key. Somehow. What the fuck? Interesting. So by the looks of things, I do need this boss felt way too easy, with the enemies and the actual boss being a 4-hit without any upgrades. Just felt slightly too much of a screw you kind of moment. Especially when it was a massively difficult task to get here, with all those damned enemies. You remember, the ones I didn't like. That was way too easy, what the fuck? With the longsword, goddamn.
I heard Dad and Uncle Eli arguing after the funeral.
Now I have no choice, Eli. I have to find the golden loot.
And abandon your child?
With these notes, it shouldn't take long to find.
What was so important about golden loot?
Yeah, GG, man. You've unlocked Dove. Use the character select staircase in the lobby to try this character. Temporary shield, more powerful spells. Guess gives what you need. I don't think you do. Dig anything but take damage. Okay, plus 0.5 defense. Okay. I might as well spend it all, and I know exactly what's going to happen now. This was my first attempt at an actual rhythm game, and to be perfectly honest, this was so much fun for me. For a reason I'm unsure about, which, to be fair, it was probably because of the roguelike elements. For games that I don't know, or, well, more accurately, don't like or know that I'm not good at, I'll typically stay away from, so first-person shooters, for example, or rhythm games. But this game hit differently. I'm compelled to come back. Compelled to finish Cadence's story. And maybe, just maybe, I might come back to it. Not only that, but I might also bring on some more rhythm games. And I think as I've grown older, my library of gaming has increased to which games I like and which games I don't like. I mean, if I don't like a game, I'll still tough it up anyways. But just as a piece of context, I'm editing and recording this literally 5 hours before my birthday. So to finish up, thanks for watching. I hope you've had more, if not the same amount of fun as what I've had playing this, and I'll catch you later. Everything you see here was recorded live at twitch.tv/playerandtaser123.